What's up? If you're new here, my name is Emmy Lou and I'm a medium. The rain is coming down out there. Gosh darn it. I wonder if you guys can hear that. So today we're going to talk about Ouija boards. I noticed that I do kind of talk about them a little bit in little snippets in my videos. So I kind of figured, why not make a whole video about Ouija boards? Now I have done this once before. See, I started this YouTube channel about like 3-4 years ago, but I didn't really take it seriously. I only had like a few things up. Now everything is like privated, or I deleted it because I was just so cringy. I'm cringy now, but like it was worse.
You're gonna die, clown! You think that's funny?
I think it was about 3 years ago, I actually did a whole deep dive video on Ouija boards, and I like did a whole history lesson on Ouija boards. So today we're just gonna sit down, have a chit chat. I'm gonna tell you guys everything I know about Ouija boards off the top of my noggin. This is a Ouija board, okay? This is just like the basic Ouija board that you can go buy from the toy shop. She is a piece of wood, or is it wood? Cardboard? I don't know what it is. I think it's wood. Cardboard? Is wood cardboard? Is cardboard wood? Are they made of? It's a tree.
I hate cursive and I hate all of you! I'm never coming back to school! Never!
Obviously, there's different types of Ouija boards. I've made them myself before, out of like a cardboard box. I've also wood burned a few of them, which I don't have. I don't know I have one of those, actually.
Where are they?
And then this is a planchette, so this goes with it. And it's just, you know, it's a piece of plastic with little felt tips and, you know, there you go. So diving into like the history of the Ouija board, I'm going to give you guys kind of like a summary because there's just like so much. You can read so much on the Ouija board. But the Ouija board was invented during like a war, okay? It was like war times. I'm not sure exactly which war. I used to know.
We don't know when the Ouija board was invented. It's like a long time concept. Dates way, way back. But it didn't get popular in the US until the Civil War. And I knew that. I knew that then, but I didn't trust myself. So I just fact checked it, and it's the Civil War.
When they first come out, they weren't something to be scared of. They were more of like a children's toy and kind of like telling fortunes and stuff like that. Like kind of like that little, you know what I'm talking about, that little paper thing they used to make with your friends. And then you'd open it and be like, oh, I'm marrying a homeless man. It was like that. And over time, it kind of took like a little bit of traction to where, you know, people were losing loved ones because of the war and there was a lot of death. So people were using them to actually contact their loved ones. And there was a good period of time where the Ouija board actually brought people like a lot of peace to help speak with loved ones and to bring families peace about the afterlife. Okay, now here's where things get a little spicy. Talking board, or the Ouija board, where it started taking its downfall, but also its like rise to fame. You know, bad advertisement can sometimes be good advertisement. Now, this is a fun fact, and I didn't find anything when I was researching this that disproved this, but again, I could be wrong. But people actually didn't start ever being afraid of the Ouija board until the movie, the original movie, The Exorcist, came out. Because, what was that little girl's name? Reagan? It's the little girl that gets possessed. In the beginning of the movie, it's said that she becomes possessed by playing with a Ouija board.
Wait a minute, you need truth.
No, you don't. I do it all the time.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's both put it.
Now, this movie, like, scared the bananas off of people, okay? It was so spooky that, like, people, like, threw up in the theaters and crap. Like, it was, like, people were scared. This made them scared of the Ouija board. So after The Exorcist came out, it started like almost like a trend of people coming out with their own scary stories and their own scary experiences with said Ouija boards. Listen, as a medium, when you are talking to ghosty spirits, you know, it's like they feed off of your energy. So if you're not present and not in a good headspace, or you're looking for something scary, that's the energy you're going to attract, you know? So I am not discrediting anybody's spooky experiences, but do I think they were all true? No. And I don't normally believe a lot of scary Ouija stories, just because like normally when you sit down with a Ouija board, it's like a group of people, and there's usually one person that's just, you know, not taking it seriously, thinks it's silly, and kind of, you know, fakes it. When I was a little girl, I went through like an obsession period with Ouija boards. I loved them. I was obsessed with the idea of actually being able to talk to ghosts with like something physical. And they were actually like banned from my house as a kid. So like if I had a Ouija board, it was something that I had to cut up out of like a box and like make to like play with, or I'd have to go do them at friends' houses and stuff. And I do have to say, most of my experiences, I don't think I ever had a Ouija board experience that was actually real or worked. I always assumed somebody else was pushing it. Nothing ever creepy ever happened around me, but I have heard other people's stories that like really scare them about the Ouija board. I am inclined to believe them, but also just... But as somebody who believes in the unbelievable, and I literally talk to spirits in my head, I do believe Ouija boards can work. I just think you need a good group of people to sit down and take it seriously, not be scared, and actually sit down with the intention of using it. Do I think it's the best way to communicate with spirits? No, because you communicate with spirits with you. So no matter what tools you are using to communicate, they are using you. You just kind of gotta find what works for you best and what makes things easier for you to understand. Oh my gosh. Took a little Pepsi break from talking and I saw somebody walk past the door. That's cool. You wanna use my Ouija board? You can't use it without me. Huh. Yeah, I ain't touching it by myself though. Okay, that's the other thing. I don't ever trust myself to play a Ouija board alone. Don't think it would do any harm. I just don't think it would actually work. I can't trust myself to do a Ouija board. I feel like I can't help but fucking move it. I can't keep my hand still for that long. Maybe I shouldn't do Ouija board. Maybe I'm the problem. I do have to say that these last several years of me being a medium and working with energy and spirits and communicating with the afterlife and reading people's energy, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people are afraid of the Ouija board. It's like so normalized to fear it. There is just so many people in my life that I know personally that are terrified of them. It really is just one of my biggest pet peeves because I really do believe that the fear of Ouija boards is taught. And if you do have a scary experience with the Ouija boards, I don't always believe that they are from a spirit because it can so easily be faked by a person in the group doing it with you. They're also just so heavily used in horror films that I feel like people have this attachment to them to be scared of them, which then in turn makes it bad to use them because you're scared while using it. You should never be terrified when putting out the connection to communicate with a spirit, you know? Like, if you're not in the correct headspace, you shouldn't be doing it. It's really hard for me to believe a Ouija board story. Am I opposed to doing a Ouija board in the future on this channel with trusted people? I actually kind of plan on doing it, but I feel like it would be boring. Like, I feel like it wouldn't work. Possibly because I have a stigma around them being silly.
I'm running out of excuses!
But yeah, I guess what this video just kind of sums up to is just like it's not the best way to communicate with spirits, and I think they're a little overrated. They are very cool and aesthetically pleasing though. Like, I love the vibe of them. I think they're creepy and cute, and like I'm literally sitting on a giant Ouija board blanket right now, so I do really like them. I like to decorate with them for like Halloween. I think I want a Ouija board collection because I'm not scared of them and I just think they're pretty. I want to get like a handcrafted wood designed one with somebody's like energy in it. Then maybe it would work. Or just be a cool aesthetic pleasing. Maybe I should find a haunted Ouija board. Or is that too much? Is that too much? I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, guys, that's all for today. I am sending you all love and light and positive vibes to you whenever this video reaches you. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye.